What is up? We are live. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Murray with the mic.
What is up? What is up?
Welcome, welcome. This is our podcast about anything and everything in the world of pop culture and in between. Um, let's just say this week there was a lot of stuff going on, wrestling wise, once again, that had my attention. So, most of the stuff I didn't get to see too much of anything this week. There's anything in particular that was new streaming or anything that you watched, Murray?
Um, well, Netflix got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse,
Yes. Okay. Good stuff.
so you definitely can watch it now for free on Netflix. It was an amazing movie, so I recommend everyone to see it.
hmm
Um, yeah. Other than that, like again, I got occupied with wrestling, and then I picked up Judgment and Samurai Showdown this week. So I've been trying to game as much as I can, and then I'm also was finishing up Arkham City and starting Arkham Knight. So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Make
So
sure you check that
between
out on Merck's Twitch.
yes. So I'm doing Judgment now. I did the first 2 hours yesterday, and I got good response and stuff like that. I am doing it in the dub style, so it's all English.
English. Yeah.
Voice acting is not bad. Do they match the lips? Not really, but it's like watching a kung fu flick.
hmm
It's not a big deal. But the voice acting is not bad. Like I actually like the voice acting. It's not really cheesy or anything like any animes and stuff like that. Like they actually did the work and to make a good voice for these characters, and it fits the characters that when I hear it, so it works.
Now, can I ask you how much of the side stuff is voiced? Because I know there's a lot of things that are weird in the side stories, not usually the main side. The
Yeah.
main storyline.
So right now, I have not unlocked any of the side missions just yet. So any of the crazy shit I have not touched yet.
Oh, okay.
But right now is building and learning the game mechanics. So like the first couple of missions is pretty much learning the game mechanics of the game. So you like following somebody, then tracking what they're doing, and then using that fucking flying
Oh, the drone.
the drone to do things, also to locate cameras and doing the detective work, and then also the chase down, which kind of remind me of Shimyu a little bit.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
Yeah, when they're chasing and then you get to press the button before to dodge things, and it does that. The fighting I wish was a bit more balanced, like Kiwami 2.
Okay.
I
So
think
what? It
Kiwami.
starts out like it's in your favor or in the enemy's favor?
No, it's more like it's the fighting is a little off. Like you like the style that he fights. Like all right, so he has the crane style that's good for big groups, and then he had the tiger style, which is more for a single fight kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you could balance the two just by pressing down on the direction pad, and you could just go between the two. But the thing is, the way the characters move and stuff like that, it feels off. So like if you're attacking someone, you easily go off on them and
Oh,
go
like
to
auto
another direction.
tracks.
Yeah. And I feel like the fighting and the pinpoint thing with the R2 is kind of it needs work, and that's something that I'm
Oh,
a
so
little
the lock
disappointed with.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So I
Okay.
feel that needs work, and I'm a little disappointed with that. But the fight is still fun. Like it still has all the stuff that for Yakuza and Kiwami and all that stuff. But I feel like Yakuza, Kiwami's two fight system with this would have been perfect.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. That's a
But
hell of
that's
a
my
name to
only
think of.
yeah
Okay.
that was my only little complaint about it. The music is pretty solid. The music is nice. You collect records throughout the city, and you can play them in your home base, and you can
Now
actually
wait a
it has some
second.
good music.
Hold on. That's a first for the series. You
Yeah.
could never listen, like just straight up listen to the music because you will always either have to play karaoke to hear a song.
Yeah.
So what is that like? Does it have a little interface or something?
So in your home base you have kind of like this one your home base is more you could customize it, like so you can buy decoration for your house for your little home base. You can buy like plants for the counter and your desk and things like that. But it has a little record player in the middle of the thing, and you can go to the record player, and if you collect any of the records you can play them.
Does it have like little animation for it doing like actually putting the records on
Yeah, you see it play.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's it got? Is only things from that game? Like,
I haven't collected any of them, so I'm not 100% sure what music it is. But so far, the music of what I heard in the game sounds pretty solid. Like the main theme song of the game kind of reminds me of like a dramatic soap opera series that's happening, and I feel like that's the I think that's the premise of the game is like a law drama TV
oh, I
show
got
kind
you.
of thing, and I'm really digging that part of it. The character is pretty solid. He's pretty good. He has some wisecracks, but he's a good protagonist. The side characters so far are pretty funny and interesting. I don't know what Yakuza has with cats, but they like cats.
Japanese people and their cats is something different.
Yeah, like you see cats all around when you're trying to like look up for clues. You see a cat's ass like right in your face. And you're like, "Hello, cat," and you can scan them for extra like XP points.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Can you have
so
cats in your home?
not that I know of. I don't think you can.
Oh, missed opportunity.
But again, I'm not that far into it, so maybe.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm a little disappointed. There's no karaoke in this game.
Oh, like you haven't seen it at all?
No, there's no karaoke in this game. They mentioned that there's no karaoke in this game, and it's a messed up thing because the guy that is talking that's talking the main character,
Yeah.
he's a well known singer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
I was like, that's kind of fucked up, but whatever. That's a kind of missed opportunity. Maybe DLC. I don't know, but it's not there. Like you see the karaoke places there, but it's not actually in the game. Like you see everything that's in the Yakuza world. It's the same exact layout. It's just that it's just I don't know. It's just
Some stuff is
yeah,
accessible and some it just isn't.
yeah, and it's not like I'm not sure what's the timeline of this game, so I'm not sure if
I think
it's
they said it's 2018.
2018. So it's after um, Kiru's death.
Yes, after everything to do with six.
I miss you, Kiru.
Well, I think they might be interested in bringing the ancient um versions of Kiryu because
Yeah,
that's supposed to be the I forgot the name of it in Japanese because it never came out in America. I don't
yeah,
know the reference for what it used to be called.
yeah.
Um, but they had a series that was Kiryu's, I guess, ancestor
Okay. Yeah,
way,
yeah,
way
yeah.
in the
The
past.
samurai one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so I
did see
think
that.
that might be coming soon.
Okay, that'd be
So
cool.
we might get to see
Um,
Kiryu, at least
if
his face again.
if you did pick up Judgment, please do the survey.
What's it
Please
come
do the
with? It comes with
survey.
this already?
Yeah, the survey. Once you download the game, the survey will be on the game. Like honestly, you do the survey on the PS4,
Okay.
and they'll actually take the company survey. Just because when you do these surveys, they see that Americans really are really enjoying these games, and they will put out more of the old titles and anything, or new titles within the Yakuza world. So definitely do those surveys. I did it for every single game that I did pick up.
Yeah. Specifically in 2018, 2019, Sega has been one of those companies that's been on top of that.
Yeah,
Specifically, having because you used to hear about them in Japan. You used
yeah,
to hear about the character survey, like for Smash Brothers. In
mm,
Japan, there's a fucking character thing where they vote and all types of stuff to have what characters are the known favorites
yeah,
that people want to have in a Smash Brothers game, right? In America, there was like unofficial polls and whatnot, but nothing official.
yeah,
And so I guess, you know, because we're in a time period when there's so much fan interaction with the companies because of social media, they understand like, people don't really visit the websites as often. You should just put the survey on a tweet or in the game. So that sounds pretty good.
okay,
Remember the ones you used to get like in the Capcom games on
yeah,
the back of the little book, like Fighter's Edge.
yeah,
Did you ever send away to get like a book or something?
yep.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
I used to always think I should have sent away for the T-shirt. It had like this cool Zangief T-shirt.
Okay.
I never did. I was like, man, I'm not gonna cut up my books. I
Yeah,
should, but I should have cut up my books.
should have got free stuff.
Yeah, true enough. True enough. They had like this funky looking picture of Captain Commando with like the old versions of him, which apparently is from like early '80s, late '70s, and he looks like a disco champion. He's got like an almost pimp suit on and like gold chains, I think it is, like
Yeah,
or gold bracelets. It's hilarious. So I'm glad to see at least somebody cares. So that's pretty good.
Yep.
Um, I'm trying to think what else. So you say you haven't got to the side story. I can't ask you how crazy it gets. Uh, well, I mean, like, what is the main story of like Judgment
Uh,
that you can get from so far? In the, I don't know. I don't. You're not far enough to spoil anything. So thus far in the game, like, what is the story?
so he is a former lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
and a big shit that happened to him that kind of got him to not be wanting to be a lawyer anymore, and he
Okay.
became a private investigator.
They show you what it was,
Yeah, and it's a big key point, so I don't want to spoil it because it
but
is.
it's like in the intro, right? 'Cause I saw. I saw.
Not in the intros that I've seen.
Cause I saw the Giant Bomb Quick Look. It's like the first
Yeah,
30 minutes of the game. I think it is. They show
yeah,
you the guy and the girlfriend and all that.
yeah.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
yeah, the girlfriend was murdered and shit by like this known serial killer, and kind of got him to get leave, and then he went into being a private investigator, which is this takes place 3 years later after the shit that happened to him.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I know it takes some of like real Japanese law,
Yeah.
like the way the conviction rate is super high,
Hmm.
like 99% conviction rate in Japan.
Yeah.
Like if you get accused of a crime, that's it. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And he's like the one dude that got somebody off.
Yeah.
So I know he's supposed to be super detective, but he goes to his. See, what was that about? Because didn't you saw the thing with him with the fake beard
Yeah.
in the
So
beginning?
he was kind of undercover during that time.
Oh, okay, he's undercover.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought he was like down on his luck.
No, he was undercover and he was watching someone because
Oh, that's why the
he had a
dude
phone
that
there.
looks like Kiryu is with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Got you. So what's that dude's deal? Where he come from? Do you know yet? Or like the
He's your partner.
okay, so he's like the other person that helped you open up the
Yeah.
detective agency?
Yeah.
Okay. Good
You
stuff.
see him a lot in the game. So in the beginning of the game, you see him interact with you a lot.
Hmm.
He talks a lot of shit to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know he's like the volatile one.
Yeah.
Somebody said something to him. He'll just fight 7 dudes in the street. So
Yep. And then he has his own hacker, and the guys that controls the drones. He's like a dude that's like stuck in the internet cafe. He's like there all the time. He's actually to buy him toys and shit.
really,
Yeah.
well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you got to see that guy, or you don't? You have
Yeah,
seen?
yeah, yeah. I met him already, so he made me buy a toy for him. So I had to go fucking buy a toy that was 10,000 yen, motherfucker.
Oh shit! At least he didn't make you go to the damn vending machines and have to play the claw game, did he?
Nah, you know what? They took that out too. Now I kind of
Oh,
missed that.
oh my goodness!
That wasn't in Yakuza 6 either.
No, it's in there. It's in there. There's an old man. There's no.
No, not in
Is the old man in
6.
6? The
No.
old man is in 2.
Yeah,
Is it Kiwami 2, right?
yeah. I think 2 is the last one that's in.
Yeah, it's in 1 and
It's in
not.
1.
Yeah, it's in 1.
It's not in
I'm
6.
confused. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I was like, I want to collect the dolls, man. Assholes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
So,
they do you see. Do you know if they poll whether or not you like the games, the mini games? They
um,
ask that.
they'll ask you what's your favorite things of the game, and they'll
Oh,
ask
they
you to pick
do.
5 things.
Really?
And
Okay.
the one I always pick is the Sega Classic arcades.
Oh,
Because I like yo, I honestly played Puyo Puyo for like a good 2 hours.
wow. Yeah, I played Virtual On.
Yeah, Virtual was fun. Virtual Fighter I'll play.
That's just too
Um,
hard, dude.
I like Space Carrier a lot.
Space Harry, I get lost in that. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I get lost in that game. And Outrun, I love Outrun.
Hmm. This is true.
My goal was to finish the whole race, and I finally did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Once.
Don't you get like a besides trophies? Don't you get something in the game when you finish the arcade game?
If you finish over a certain amount of points, not the whole game.
Okay.
So if you pass like 5, like I think it's 3 checkpoints, you get
Yeah.
that bonus for that game.
Gotcha.
Which was in I think it was Yakuza 0 was Hang On. So if you hit I think it was 500 points, 500,000 points, and an outrun. They'll open Hang On to you
Really?
to
Wow.
play. It's like, oh, we got a new video game in, and you see Hang On in the arcade.
Wow. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think
A
when you
lot
did,
of those are
and
difficult.
then when you did Space Harrier, you got the other space game. I forgot the name of it with the little egg spaceship and shit with
Oh,
the
Opa
wings.
Opa?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
remember that.
unlocked Opa Opa. Yeah.
I remember that thing. It
Um,
was in Fantasy Star.
can we get a Streets of Rage arcade in here?
Yeah, what's up? You know what it is? They never had an arcade game. That's the
I
messed up part.
understand that. Can you create one for the game?
Listen, I'm on your side.
I'm not asking you to put. I'm asking you to make it an arcade game. Or bring in Dynamite Cop.
Oh, yeah, that would be good. I would,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Dynamite Cop, Crazy Taxi,
Dynamite Deca. Yeah, I would take that. Like, I don't need Bruce Willis. You can leave it
or
as a
Crazy
generic
Taxi.
house.
Seeing that it is a nowadays thing, Crazy Taxi should be in there.
Crazy Taxi's in another Sega game recently too. That's actually pretty funny.
Yes.
So mm,
We want Crazy Taxi, please.
that's
Please.
true because those are all present timeline. Do you
Mhm.
know if there's an arcade in
Why
this one?
haven't we saw Daytona USA?
Wow. True enough. No Daytona.
Daytona.
Man.
I just want the music. I really don't care about the game. It's the music. Daytona, let's go away.
Oh shit.
Virtual Cop.
Yes. Wait, that's not it. That's oh wow, missed opportunity again.
And you know
That's
what's
not in
funny?
it?
Yo, did you see the meme of using Virtual Cop with John Wick?
No, I did not.
Ah, you must see that.
Wait,
um,
so what is it? Is in the game a
so
Sega game or is they
they use like the full action scene of John Wick, but they use the sound effects of Virtual Cop.
oh snap. Wow. So do they have the
Like
don't shoot?
ready, go.
Do they have the don't shoot?
Please don't shoot.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
it was pretty
That's
cool.
good.
I gotta find it. I put it on. I posted it up on the RedCycloneInc page, and yeah, it was pretty funny.
All right.
I gotta link it to you. But
Yes.
yeah, they did the John Wick with the Virtual Cop. I miss Virtual Cop. That was my reason of buying a Sega Saturn.
You know what? That game is very fun if you play it with a gun.
Yeah, and I
It's
had the
very
gun.
fun. Yes.
I had the gun. It.
My friend had I think the original Saturn gun. It's
Yeah,
like a white one.
yeah.
It's not the gray one. The cool like there's a cool gray one they made later, but there's like a generic white one. He also no, he had the Dreamcast one, and they
Okay.
had Virtual Cop, and I think like a 2-pack on Dreamcast.
Yeah, it was Virtual Cop 3 and House of the Dead.
Yes, see, yeah, he had that, and we used to play that like ridiculous. Also, we did use to cheat,
Yeah,
walk up to the TV, because those things, those games were
yeah,
hard, man. They were not fair.
yeah. Like if I want to like get those games again, I will have to buy like a box TV in order to use it.
Mm,
Because you can the TV, the high def TVs won't scan the gun.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
yeah. So you need a box TV in order to play those games again, which is sad. I remember having a fucking cool ass gun too that actually did the jerk. So it actually was
Oh,
very
it had
interactive.
the
Yeah.
yeah. Did you
That's
ever
cool.
play? It was for PlayStation. It was a jungle game. The little guys, like these two little cartoon-looking people,
I don't
and it was
remember.
made by Namco. It was called Point Blank,
Yes, I remember that.
and that was the game that came with something called the Gun Con,
Yeah.
and that was the coolest gun accessory
Yeah,
for
and it also came with time cop. No, time like a time crisis.
Time Crisis. That's what the other
Time
game
cop
was.
is Van Damme.
Oh boy, yo, you want to talk about a bad game? Forget how you feel about the movie. The Time Cop game is utter garbage,
Yeah.
pure trash, in its purest form. I do not recommend anybody play it. Not even as a joke. But you know what? A speed run, awesome to watch.
I found it. Yeah.
Wait, you see somebody selling it?
No, I found the John Wick.
John Wick thing? Okay. Cool.
It's pretty funny.
Good shit.
Uh,
Damn. All right. Well, it's good to see so much is going on in the Yakuza department. That the team RGG
Yeah,
still putting out good stuff.
that's always good.
I'm just glad they're
I
so good at it that it's like you don't have to really worry.
yeah,
It's not like, hey, how about that new Mass Effect? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, oh boy. I wonder if Anthem is still on fire. All right, let me talk about something
Anthem?
more.
I don't think so.
Uh,
Anthem is a lost cause right now.
yeah, pretty much is. I think the CEO was like, "We're gonna save it," but the players are like, "Nah, man, we done."
Yeah.
Um, well, because of all the wrestling, also I've been watching CEO, which is the Fighting Game Championships.
Yeah.
They're held in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
Um, and that's where the AEW pay per view was it All Elite. Not All Elite. That's the name of the federation. Fighter Fest is in the same area,
Yeah.
so a lot of crossover this weekend. But the tournaments I was watching, not all of them have concluded, but there was like some really good action. So again, as usual, whenever I mention tournaments, I always mention to go follow the actual streamers like that went through the time and the hard work to put it up because it's a new phenomenon with the with fighting game tournaments and stuff is that a lot of highlight channels just pop up, but they don't ever credit any of the original channels,
Yeah.
and they end up getting revenue from stealing people's footage.
Ah, that
So it's
sucks.
really fucked up. So like, please try to actually, because at the end of the day, they have everything you want to see
Yeah.
on the official channel. So if it's a match you want to find, you can find it. They actually archive all the footage on Twitch for most of these.
Yeah.
So there's no real reason to watch some, you know, random person who's stealing footage. There's no real reason to watch it other than you wanted to see one match, because also people like Capcom Fighters and I think is Namco as well. They
Yeah.
also put up highlighted matches because they kind of have social media people that are kind of clued in. So
Yeah.
they'll take gauge of like which Capcom's fighters tweet with a certain match got a lot of likes and whatnot and retweets, and so they'll usually put those on the YouTube.
Okay.
So again, and most fighting game companies are starting to do that now. Like I said, they're hiring social media people to do that. They're keeping it up pace with the YouTubes
Yeah.
because like it's messed up once people put into perspective like the loss of revenue. It's just like that's just messed up. Like y'all
Yeah.
go through there's tons of hard work that goes into streaming that people just don't know about.
Yeah.
And to getting people to stream things at 60 frames per second in like up to 4K in some cases, not most is like 1080, but like some of those up to 4K.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's so much time and equipment and just labor put into that for some dude to just be like, oh no, I'm just gonna record this shit,
Yeah.
upload it. So don't be a part of the problem. Make sure you go to the official streamers.
Yeah.
And so with that said, there's a lot of good action that's you can find on either Capcom Fighters for Street Fighter Five. Like there were some really cool matches, like a really big upset, like in like the beginning of the tournament, where this new chick, I forget what her name is, like she's branded to like being a major face, like she's been in there grinding for years, but I think it's like Maureen, and there's this really like in the scene you call them legendary fighters like from Japan. And there was this guy that's like he's super well known for his Urian,
Yeah.
and like she just was taking it to him and she beat him down like in the first round. She knocks him into losers like in pools, and it was like damn son, like it was that it was that like the blood was in the water, like the sharks were out from the get go on Street Fighter. Like that just shows how high the level of competition has gotten. Like that even in the first few matches, you're gonna see like highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Also Tekken is just ridiculous. Like there's a tweet. I'm gonna have to get the link to it. It's just Markman and Tasty Steve, who are two commentators for Tekken, and there's just like literally just going on a tirade. It's like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? You ain't watching Tekken. Yo,
Mhm.
Tekken is mad good. Yo, why are you watching? What are you doing with your life? Yo, watch Tekken. Just and they was going in on the people leeching and stealing the footage and whatnot. But it was also like, yo, man, this is like the best time period to be watching Tekken because it's so hype. It's when they show like the numbers at its peak, it was like 25K. It was like, damn, dude, like that's competing with SDGQ, Summer Games Done Quick, which is also going on right now. Which is like, god damn, this like there's a lot of stuff that has people's attention right now, especially on Twitch. And like for Tekken by itself to get that many people, like is ridiculous. So that's it's showing that there's a lot of growth for fighting games and the scenes on Twitch and on YouTube. So it's pretty good. Also more MK, they're there. They have their stream. I think they already did their top 8. So you can check that out like on the MK Twitch channel.
Yeah, I was looking at the Mortal Kombat 11 stuff. I looked at some of the Street Fighter stuff. I haven't watched Street Fighter in a bit, so I was like, oh, let me check it out. And then,
CEO, the tournament itself has its own channel. Like they were also streaming things like Dead or Alive 6, which is
yeah,
there, Samurai Showdown, which is there. Like there's a lot, like pretty much every fighting game. I looked through the list and they even have Cross Tekken, Marvel 3, Marvel Infinite. Like they went back, they dug into the crates but you know what it is? Is also because they get the entrance. People show up. That's
yeah,
why. So there's a lot of people showing up still. This Melee still having tournaments.
yeah.
I think the top eight is today. Dragon Ball Fighters already finished theirs. Goichi took another one. Um, let's see. Yeah, Tekken already had theirs. Knee, legendary Tekken player. He whooped that ass. Came out with he came in, like the other cool thing about CEO is that there's custom entrances for the top 8.
Yeah.
So right now, there's probably some cool stuff going on for whatever game. Is that each player gets a custom entrance because they are coming to the wrestling ring. So that's
Cool.
the other cool part of CEO and um, AEW having a relationship. Is
Yeah.
that before they had a rinky-dink ring for years and years and years, and now that this partnership has blossomed and they've secured this big ass space, they have like just a straight up professional wrestling ring and you're in an arena for the grand finals. Like
Yeah.
it's cool as shit that somebody has thought enough to do this.
I
Like
know. This dude, Kenny Omega, has a big part
him and
into the CEO
that's what I'm
now.
saying. Him and the guy Jabali are like they're really tight. So
Yeah.
they work out the details and they get this shit going.
And
So
and Khan is 100% behind it because of how much this is actually part of Omega's contract.
and there's a photo tweeted like today of Jabali and Khan holding the CEO belt. So
Mm-hmm.
they they all good. They
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah, yeah. Because he
Um,
understands what it is. He knows what fight. He understands the passion that Omega has, and he's following in with it. And again, that was part of his contract is the fact that the CEO and the participation and stuff like that. And now he's just 100% part of it. Like he loves it.
It's super big too. So
Yeah.
that's what I liked about it. It's like it's not pandering because it's by a fan. You know what I
But
mean?
the
You know
cool
how it
thing,
feels
yeah,
when somebody comes like like say Coca-Cola wants to sponsor a big event and it's
hmm
all corporate and it's got
yeah,
Coca-Cola all over shit and
yeah,
you have to wear their t-shirts and whatnot. This is a totally different thing where it's a fan
yeah,
who happens to be a major figure in a wrestling organization that can
yeah,
do these things and it's a lot more fun to watch and experience than to see somebody corporatized take it over. That's kind of why I don't want to shit on anything like the really big like Counter-Strike leagues or
yeah,
Overwatch, but it feels sterile.
yeah,
It feels like, well, someone has got their corporate hands in this.
yeah. You see all the T-Mobile and shit on their fucking
Yeah,
shirt.
so
Shit.
like while you still get corporate sponsorships, because I'm sure CEO has to take money from certain,
Yeah,
at least if not like on a global scale, maybe even local businesses, support them. So I understand that people need money. Sponsorships is a thing, but it's a totally different thing when a corporation is
yeah,
in charge. So it feels good.
yeah.
So it's cool to see. still going on. So make sure you
Yeah,
check that out.
and having someone that, like a person like Tony Khan, seeing how big this is actually is, and him enjoying it and seeing where it's going, he might be a big factor into CEO in the future. They already announced that it is going to be a yearly thing with AEW.
Good, good,
So it's going to be an anniversary show. So Fire Fest is going to come next year.
nice, nice,
And that's going to be their June pay per view.
cool. And I mean, like the cool part of it was like even before it was under the AEW umbrella, at least the small show they put on in the past, they were able to do it last. They were able to do it and do it for free. So I'm glad they're keeping at
Yeah.
least that tradition
Yeah.
to stream it. So that's
Mhm.
cool. That's really cool.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw the Mortal Kombat stuff. Some of the Mortal Kombat stuff. So some Street Fighter stuff. I think what else? And Dragon Ball was there, but I didn't get to. I haven't really watched Dragon Ball because after a while, like I just don't watch. I haven't watched it. Like I don't know. I don't know. I just haven't watched it.
If you don't have a player, you don't have a character investment.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to follow a game if you don't really care. If there's something not invested, if you're not
Yeah.
currently playing it,
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I'm not sure.
I haven't touched the game in a long time, and I saw they added a bunch of characters. I just haven't touched the game, so I haven't. And I still own it. I just haven't played it.
Yeah, I
Quite
get
some
it's
time.
just like if you don't have the investment, you can't spend time looking at something. It's like
Yeah.
I'd rather watch this.
And I heard there was a lot of heat between the Mortal Kombat from the finals.
Oh yeah, it was kind of cool and like
Yeah,
scary. I don't know if you want to say because people popping off nowadays. You never know what happened. There was a thing where somebody got shot, so a long
yeah.
time ago.
So
I
you
mean,
got
not a
to
long
be
time
careful.
ago, like
Yeah.
maybe last year, I think it was. Excuse me. But
But
like,
again, like in wrestling, you know that the competition is a friendly competition, and know that if you lose, you lose. But there's all those tournaments to fucking win. So suck it up and
yeah.
be a
But
good loser.
some friendly pop-offs are warranted. We need those.
Yeah, we need again. You need a rivalry.
Yep. So maybe these two can spark something up. Cause I saw it was like this tall dude with long hair, tall white dude with long hair, and it was a short black dude with a beard. He was screaming, but they have such cool pictures
He
of
looks
his
like
hair.
he looked like Luke Harper.
Yes, he does. But somebody put up, you gotta see the picture I retweeted. Somebody
Yeah,
put up a picture of Akuma with the big lion hair and Ryu and
yeah,
him and the other dude. And it was like, oh, that's a perfect fit. Like, so that's cool. But they weren't playing Street Fighter, they were playing Tekken.
yeah,
So no, but it was still funny. It's all love, man. Like I like that type of stuff.
yeah.
So
So yeah,
again,
definitely check them out. They're on Twitch.
I'm glad it was basically this weekend was a success. Nothing bad happened. Although the one complaint I did see was because of the area, and I didn't know about this. I don't live down there,
Yeah.
but apparently people are really, really racist down there
Oh, they racist.
in the Daytona Beach area. Apparently, because a lot of the people that end up going to the tournaments, and it's a
Yeah.
lot of people going there. There was like 5,000 something for the Fighter Fest fight, and I was like, I think that the all entrance total is probably more than like 20,000 people.
Yeah.
For CEO for like all the different tournaments. It's a lot of people, dude. So it's lots of people are just saying, yeah, it's just like the locals are the ones. It's not the homeless.
Yeah.
Like the locals just be reckless with their words down there. And it's just like, wow, I didn't know it was like that. Because I guess it's not very urban,
Yeah.
and it's a you know how it is with fighting games. The fighting games is a fucking rainbow.
Yeah.
You see every nationality playing fighting games, so I guess people can't handle that, you know. And not to mention, like cosplayers are mentioning they being harassed and whatnot by people just saying all types of stuff to them. So that's the one thing apparently you can't really do anything about. And I think they said when the contract runs out with that area, they're gonna try to find a different venue.
That makes sense.
So I
Maybe
mean,
Jacksonville because they own Jacksonville.
you're all right,
They
okay.
own the stadium.
That makes a lot of
That's
sense.
Khan Stadium. Yeah.
Could you imagine they do a fucking fighting game tournament in a football stadium? I'm
Yeah.
just saying that's a wow.
You could probably really deck it out differently so it doesn't look as empty.
No, you know what it is though. Okay, they could pack it out, but here's the thing about it: it has to end up being like Evo.
Yeah.
Evo could pack out a stadium because of the sheer number of spectators.
Yeah,
If you have the seating for Evo, you could fill the stadium because
yeah,
Evo, like the past few years, they've had a huge arena. So it can be done, but CEO is not that level of tournament because it's not the last stop. But if
yeah,
they really wanted to, they can get away with it.
yeah. And they could probably push the AEW more
Mm-hmm.
and the focal point to get a lot of people to still come and do the show.
That's true.
Because again, like I know the Jacksonville Stadium probably fits about 80 something thousand people.
Mm-hmm.
So you cut that in half and just control it in a way that looks good on camera, and I think you'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah. But like I said, you can get if you take certain games, if they put like Overwatch
Yeah,
and they put like some other of the esports games there and they cooperate with them, you could pack out an arena because those esports tournaments they do record numbers. Like they pack out stadiums and shit. So
yeah,
like you could do it, but that would need some cooperation.
yeah. And I think that I think honestly, I think they have a good CEO has a good backing right now, and the fact that Omega's involved and he has Tony Khan involved and things like that. They have the resources to make it happen.
Yep. So we'll see. But thank goodness this year was another success. I'm
Yeah.
glad everything went off without a hitch. And I'm happy there will be another one. So
So next year we might see this game that I picked up this week, Samurai Showdown.
oh, you can check it out today if
Oh, it
you
is in
catch.
there.
They have a top 8 for Samurai Showdown. Yeah.
I'm actually digging it. It's a fun game. It's is risk and reward kind of game. So if you're gonna butt mash, it's not the game for you.
Yeah, I heard. I
You have to
remember.
be strategic. You have to parry. You have to defend and strike at the right time. You have to know your strikes and know your strengths and within the strikes. To it's a really big game, a fighting game of risk and reward.
It's
Because
like
if
a.
you,
Did you ever play Bushido Blade?
it's very similar to Bushido Blade in that sense. It's
It's
a little
like
faster than should be
yeah,
Bushido.
definitely, definitely. No, but like yeah, it's like a that's the equivalent in 3D. It's like yeah, one hit you could lose like 2/3 of your health.
Yeah.
Like
And the
it's
cool
like
thing, the one thing I do like about it, and I think is actually really cool, is that new one strike thing that they have,
mhm,
that fatal strike, that everyone has and pretty much, but it's a risk and reward. Are
yes,
you going to use it in your first round, or are you going to save it? And then if you lose the first round, are you going to use it in that second round to catch up and things like that? Because once you do it, that's it.
yes,
You don't have
yes.
no more. But that shit takes about like half your fucking energy.
Yeah, man. It's cool, and I like seeing the new types of tech coming out for this game
Yeah,
because it doesn't just look like every other fighting game. It's not just oh look at this combo. You
it's
see
very,
like
it's
parries into that activation into like instant death on. I'm like wow, that's cool.
and it's very like it has like very anime. It has a very Street Fighter 4 look,
Yeah, I see.
very similar. But the coolest shit that I like that is like if you keep the blood on, you see the blood on people.
Oh really?
So if you get cut, you see the blood on you when you're fighting.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh
you
shit.
see the blood, and that's really cool. It's really touch the details. Like so, if you lose the first round and you got sliced, you see the blood on your character for the second round.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dope. Like I
Is
think that
is there any environmental blood or no?
no, it's just more your face and your gear gets bloodied and shit.
Okay, okay. Cool. Damn.
So I thought that was a cool concept. They have a decent storyline, story mode. You go through the arcade style, and then you fight one big boss, which is an interesting boss because she's so huge. And then when you take her out, you knock her back into her human state. That's where you take advantage of trying to take her down, and you go back into a big thing, and she starts shooting shit at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the guarding and taking care of it and things like that. It's a really fun game. It's really again like I'm learning. I'm going back and being patient with these games because this one is more being patient than striking first kind of thing.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I'm digging it. I like the characters in the game. Galford was always one of my favorite. I think that's his name.
Yeah, Galford
Yeah.
and the dog.
Hey, Poppy. Hey, Poppy. It
Oh
still
man.
has the old voices in the old games. It brought back a lot of memories and that stuff. I like the samurai with all the hair. I forgot his name. He's the main character.
The white hair.
Yeah, no, the black hair, the main guy.
Haomaru. Yes.
Yeah, I like him. He's fun to use.
Hmm.
I used him a little bit, and I used the new ninja, the bird ninja they have there. He's pretty decent.
The bird ninja. Is that the guy with the white hair? The
Yeah,
one
I
that's
think.
the one with the all black on?
Yeah, and he has a beak.
Okay. Yes.
He's
Yes.
pretty fun to use.
Have you tried Hanzo? 'Cause I saw that
I
he's
have
in it.
not
I didn't
tried
even
Hanzo.
know.
I
I
have
didn't
not
even know
tried.
he was in the game. But
Yeah, I have not tried Hanzo yet. That'll be probably the next time I play. I'll pick a Hanzo. And the one person I'm a little disappointed that was not in the game was the dude with Freddy Krueger hand. I forgot his name. He was like a
his,
green.
I
He
think
was
his
a
name
green.
is Jinan or
Yeah,
Ginan or something like that. Did you know he is related to Mai?
yeah.
Yes. He
Okay,
is in the his last name is the same as her last name, and then I forgot what game. Like I think it's the Neo Geo one.
okay.
Like they have like a little reference to each other. Because they're both I think they're both in there. Like there's a lot of those games that came out for the Neo Geo Pocket
Yeah.
that they're the Coliseum style games that have just way too many characters for me to remember. I think they're both in there.
Okay.
But yeah, but they literally they're both in the same clan, so they're related, which is weird. The little green man.
Yeah.
But I think Samurai Showdown is supposed to be way in the past. So
Yeah. This one's supposed to take place after two.
really, oh um they didn't start completely from the beginning.
No,
Really? Wow. Okay.
this was supposed to take place after two. So that's
Yes.
why I was a little disappointed that the guy wasn't in it. But then
Okay.
again, I think he died in part two.
Well, I see they have DLC characters coming. I know some of those characters weren't until like later games, so maybe he just isn't around yet. You
Yeah.
know, I see they got the dude with the spinning blade. They have Wan Fu. That he was in one. He was in one,
Yeah.
but when he was in one, he had a giant sword. And I see this one is the Samurai Showdown 2 with the pillar.
Okay.
Oh, he's the leader of the Shiranui clan. So he's like the ninja that started Mai's clan.
Okay.
So that's what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's like a great, maybe grandpappy or something. I don't know, great uncle or something.
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a fun game. Definitely check it out. Samurai Shodown. If you like a bit more slower fighting games, this is one you should definitely check out.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just glad it came out good. Because I remember when I first saw it, the art style was so striking, and I didn't really know like what the style of gameplay was. Because they started to become less Samurai Showdown after like 5.
Yeah.
Because like regular 5 I think was bad, and then there's like a 5 specials, the one where they fixed it, I think it
Yeah.
is. And it was like, yeah, it's like Samurai Showdown, but I think it was more combo based, and it had like a weird health bar looking. It was very different.
Yeah.
And this one, I guess, no, there's a part 6 too. I don't remember 6.
Yeah. So this one went back to the drawing board and what Samurai
Yeah.
Shodown was, and I'm cool. I'm happy I picked it up. I'm enjoying it. I played on the arcade sticks. So I have a feel on it, and again, this is a one that's very precise moves. So it has like the back forward around kind of shit.
Oh
So
yeah, classic SNK
yeah,
controls.
exactly. So, but it's a fun game, so definitely check it out. It's a really good one. Um, Other news: Paul Rudd just
Oh shit,
announced that he's one of the first people that was announced for the new Ghostbusters movie.
I saw it. I was like, yo, what's going on? And then I realized I passed by the Ghostbusters headquarters a lot. I used to a lot, and I never even noticed that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what?
just there. It's just there. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm excited. Hopefully, they get a good cast and it's good. I tried to watch the new one and I really did not like it. So,
Like, what were the flaws with it? I did not see it.
it
So I
was just
don't
a
even know.
corny ass. It was a really corny movie. I think the my highlight of the movie was Chris Hemsworth because he was really funny in it.
Okay.
Because he was the Janine
Oh, he
of the
was that
movie.
character. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was okay. Like I couldn't really enjoy it. There was a lot of things that annoyed me about it.
Hmm.
But yeah. So you got Paul Rudd. He's the first one that's casted for it. So hopefully, I heard Dan Aykroyd is actually being part of it. He's him and someone else is writing the script for it. So I have confidence in this.
Is Bill Murray coming in?
I think he is as well.
Really?
Yes.
What about Ernie Hudson?
Yes, he is too.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
Get him back.
Yeah. The only one that's passed away is Egon.
Yes. Was that
Yes.
Harold Ramis?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
He's the one that passed away. So yeah, well, we're gonna get a new Ghostbusters movie down in the future, and that's gonna be cool.
I hope it's in the style that it's of the Ghostbusters. You know what I mean? Like it had a particular feel and style to it.
Yeah.
I think that could transcend the time period, right? It's not stuck in the 80s. It's something you can modernize and it won't feel dated, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you, like, how do you feel about it? Like like the first two, like, do you think like the spirit of the Ghostbusters is like, does it have to turn into oh man, this is a bunch of old men story,
No, I feel like it's gonna be more of a movie of passing the torch and working with a new team of Ghostbusters and stuff, kind of like what the game did.
or the show? Remember the guy with the wheelchair?
Oh yeah,
Remember that one?
the real what was it? The
I think
Ghostbusters Extreme.
Ghostbusters Extreme. Yeah,
Yeah, they actually had a good comic book too.
that was. Look, listen. I know people give a lot of like some of the like Upin, remember UPN9 cartoons, because that cartoon ended up on UPN9. That's how I watched it.
Yeah.
Some people give some cartoons that were on that channel a bad rap, like the Incredible Hulk cartoon. It wasn't great, but it's all we had.
Yeah,
The Extreme Ghostbusters was all right. It
yeah,
wasn't bad.
that was good. I liked the show.
And you know what? I'm gonna fight for Jumanji too.
Yeah,
Like if you trying to say Jumanji was whack, no man, you had to watch that shit. It was all right.
I never watched Jumanji.
Jumanji was it had that very particular art style. I forgot the name. It's Our Real Monsters had it, if you remember.
Yeah,
I think Rocket Power had it too. I didn't really
yeah,
watch that, but I noticed that it had it, and I was like, I'm done. Just like they had a very easy time drawing things being like aesthetically ugly
yeah,
because they like very good at being. Damn it! It's like something you have to see. Like
yeah,
the way they drew monsters and stuff, it was very, very like original. But I didn't like how they drew people. Like big ass noses, big heads, just really weird looking people. But it
yeah.
stood out. But it was alright.
I was trying to see the animation just to get a reference on it.
Oh,
You
from the
know, you
Jumanji
know,
cartoon?
no, the Ghostbusters Extreme.
Oh. Oh shit. Was Ghostbusters Extreme the same type of animation as that? Because it might be.
It is a good chance that they use the same studios and shit a lot of the time.
Because, yeah, I do remember like certain few characters stood out. And I remember like the female with the black hair stood out.
Yeah,
The dude with the earring. Yeah, it is that studio. It
yeah,
really is. I can look at the black dude, I can look at his head and his
yeah,
lips, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. It is that art style. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy.
yep. And they had a little book comic book run that was actually pretty good.
Syndicated BKN. Remember? Yeah.
Talk about
Crazy.
comics. Power Rangers is about to launch the second wave of their next big wave of comics. Going into Mighty Morphin and Go Go Power Rangers. Those are their two comics: is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Go Go Power Rangers. One is going to be the Solar Team, which consists of a bunch of mixed Rangers. So you have Andros, the Red Ranger. You have the new Purple Ranger, which I forgot her name. You have Magnum Defender as the Black Ranger. You have this dude from Dino Charge as the Blue Ranger. You have the Green Ranger is the dude from Ninja Storm. The Yellow Ranger, I forgot who it is, but it's another past Ranger, and they all make the Solar Rangers, which is going to its own storyline and going into like that. They were introduced in the aftermath of the Shattered Grid comic,
Mhm.
so you're gonna see more of them and their own team. Then you have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers bringing in, starting the arc with Lord Zed. So they're bringing in their own Lord Zed. They're making a new character with Lord Zed, and he hires this mercenary, which looks like Doggy Kruger, just like maybe his brother or some shit. Which I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with him.
Okay.
He's the dog. He's the dog alien kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see what they do with him. But they pretty much bring in Rocky, Adam, and Aisha into the front of the comic. So pretty much the White Ranger Tommy takes over as the leader, and usually remember in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 2, Zach training and Jason in the show, they left for a peace conference and things like that. The
Yes.
differences in this one, and the difference in this one is more that they are in their own mission and they became they became a separate entity of Rangers to protect the grid, and
Okay.
it's gonna be interesting in what they do with them. They have new suits and all. They still have the same colors, but then they all have new suits and stuff.
Good stuff, man. That's awesome.
So I'm excited for it. It starts at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season, issue 40, which I think comes out this month. That's where it starts off, and it goes on from there. And then the Solar Rangers take out they fully. The Solar Rangers already are in there, so I think the Go Go Power Rangers is going to be their comic, and you're going to see more of them in that time as well.
Okay. Good stuff. Just for reference, when does what's the studio again?
Boom Studios.
Boom Studios. Okay.
Yeah. They also do the WWE comic book.
Oh, have you been keeping up with that or not?
Nope. But I usually just pick them up for the covers because I like a lot of the covers.
Yeah, they are pretty good. They really are. They actually really are. And speaking of Power Rangers, there was an exclusive reveal for I think it was on Screen Rant, and they revealed the Black Ranger with the dragon armor from the original series. Now it gives you details on when it happened. I just don't remember it.
It's one episode. It happened in one episode, and is in the end of season 2.
Okay.
It's in the end of season 2.
Like what specific? You remember the villain or no?
I honestly I watched so many that it kind of all becomes one big glob of shit. But I know it's in the all right. So season 2 was kind of awkward because it felt like two separate seasons.
Okay.
It feels like they should have ended at one point, but they continued, and it was part of those episodes that they continued.
Gotcha.
It was like in the last. I think it was actually the last episode of season 2. To be honest with you, I think it was the last episode of season 2 on Netflix. So if you go all the way to the last episode, I think it was that episode.
Okay. Well,
it was like a double date between Tommy, Kimberly, Zach, and the one girl that he always likes and shit.
Yeah.
I think that was the premise of the episode, and then Tommy and him teamed up, and then he gave him the dragon dagger and shit to give his stuff more power and shit.
And you know what? It also comes with all that. It comes with the dragon dagger, the armor, and in addition to coming with the heads, because I believe it actually comes with the Zach head, which is cool. Comes with the axe, and then comes with the sparks, I guess you put on the weapon.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty cool.
Which is the lightning. Yes, the lightning collection.
Yeah, and this. You said this one is exclusive to
Walgreens.
It's like, wow. Damn.
So my only thing with it, and I'm hoping that you could remove the shield.
Ooh. Do you know if the Red Ranger can?
I don't think you can. And I think so now I'm gonna be a little annoyed because I don't want all my Rangers to have a dragon shield.
Oh man, but how many do they have in total? 3?
Well, they haven't made Tommy in the Lightning Collection yet.
Okay.
Well, they made Tommy, but he's the White Ranger. They didn't make him.
They didn't make Green Ranger.
So that'll probably be the third one to be in the Dragon Shield. So
was there
Jason,
ever a time with any of the female Rangers, or no?
In the comic, yes. In the comic book, yes. TV show, no.
Okay.
I think I would like to see plain Jason without the shield, and I would like to see a plain Zach as well without the shield. But I'm definitely gonna get these. I already pre-ordered the one from San Diego Comic-Con because I'm not gonna find it, and I'm not gonna even try to stress it because I'm just gonna pay the extra $50 and just get it.
And you said that is the exclusive 2-pack?
Yeah, for San Diego Comic-Con, it's the Gold Ranger and the Red Ranger.
Yes.
and the Gold
Oh,
Ranger looks so much better than the one they did with the Bandai, Nemco Bandai did.
there was some stuff I saw via some of these articles that pop up, when, and related to like Power Rangers. Did you know that VR Troopers was supposed to join Power Rangers a lot earlier than we thought?
Yeah,
It was supposed to be the Gold Ranger. Ryan Steele was supposed to be he.
no, Ryan Steele was supposed to be the White Ranger.
No, they went back and they found out Ryan Steele was supposed to be Gold Ranger, and he voiced. There is like footage of Gold Ranger voiced by Ryan Steele.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
I thought he was supposed to be the White Ranger, and Tommy was supposed to be the lead of the VR Troopers. Of what I
No,
know.
no. Tommy was supposed to be the leader
Yeah,
of VR Troopers, but that was when they wanted him to be his own. Like they would, I don't think he was gonna be on Power Rangers then. Like they literally wanted him to be the lead.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think he
Because
might.
that's the reason why season two is the way season two is.
So that no, that is true. But
Yeah,
in addition, they wanted to use the guy who played Ryan Steele as the Gold Ranger. I'm like, wow,
yeah, and then
what?
it brought back Jason to help with ratings.
It was because I think they were supposed to get other people. I saw the origin of the Gold Ranger in addition. So they
Yeah,
showed the twin, I think the triplets,
yeah,
the three people who make up the Gold Ranger, and they had them on the show and whatnot. I was like, oh, okay, I vaguely remember this,
yeah.
but that's just like a little cool little piece of information that I never got. I was like, wow.
That's cool.
So now
Because
you,
I know
so I
they
get
try to use they shared a lot of characters too. Because I know the girl was in Power Rangers as well. The VR
which one?
Troopers.
Caitlin?
The girl from VR Troopers, yeah, she was in Power Rangers.
Really?
Yeah, she was the one that Tommy almost cheated.
Oh, that's wow. I just
The
remember
home
that.
record.
Wow, that's her. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Yeah, they mix characters up. In that one.
Yeah, well, it's just man, what a small world that was.
Yeah,
Man, that's crazy.
because Saban was trying to make VR Troopers the next big thing, and just VR Troopers the next. I think also the fact that VR Troopers the footage was so it looks so old
it
that
looks
really
so
hurt the show.
old.
Yeah.
Whoa. Now, how, in comparison to Zoo Ranger, how old is the
Zoo
footage
Ranger,
of
Zoo Ranger was only a year apart. A year
from from
from
VR
Mighty Morphin.
Troopers footage? No, from the
No,
footage.
from Mighty Morphin.
Okay, so Zoo Ranger was literally what,
Yeah,
92 to 93?
it was like a 91, 92. Yeah, 90, 91.
Okay.
So it
So
wasn't
VR
that much
Troopers
off
is
apart. VR Troopers was 80s.
wow. Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Now
and
I
and
understand
it has nothing to do with
why it looks so
its own
old.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, because it did. It really did. The film quality would always dip when they went to the villain's hide.
yeah,
Because it wasn't really any. They did not take that footage and
no,
make new suits. I know they didn't. They had one set,
yep,
probably. So they had to reuse that footage. Wow.
yep, yep.
Did, now, because I know you go back and research, and you got a new episode coming up soon. So stay tuned for that.
Ninja
Um,
Sentai Kaku.
now, have you ever gone back and watched that footage? And do you know if it's good?
VR Troopers.
Yes. Whatever show that was.
Oh, the Japanese
The
one.
Japanese one. Do you know if
You know
that was
what? I wish they had that available. I have not been able to find it. I did watch like YouTube videos on it, and it looked pretty solid. It's just that again, like I said, it was pretty dated. So that one was like in the 80s. You could tell it was the 80s. But
okay?
there's a big chance that it was a lot more because again, like most of the Super Sentais, when we actually see them, they're a lot better than what we get in America. But it was a long running series as well, and there's a whole legion of like VR Trooper kind of characters within their little
Oh, they
storyline.
have
It's
it.
like
They
common,
have
right?
it. Hold on. They have it. They have the. Okay, I gotta make sure this is like real
Yeah,
because it's not. It does not say fan made. I believe they have the clip of Ryan Steele morphing. I have to see if it's real though, because I have to like get confirmation. I don't want it to be somebody's fan shit. Because no, because look, you told me of the thing about White Ranger, and I
yeah,
looked down in the related. There's what Ryan Steele transforms into White Ranger, but it says fan made, so I have to see if the Gold Ranger.
yeah.
Because I know there's footage of the voice, but you can hear it, so that's pretty cool.
Still test footage.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy, like the world of Super Sentai and stuff. So it's so
Mm-hmm. And I think now I'm reading about it. It was like it made more sense that the girl was supposed to be Tommy's love interest than his new love interest.
yeah,
He was probably supposed to leave
yeah,
with her.
yeah.
Wow, what an alternate world. Wow. All right, that's cool stuff.
We are. But yeah, we try to watch VR Troopers, and I couldn't get past. It was too bad.
I'm gonna, yeah. I
It was
just I was just gonna put this out there. It's fan made in the worst way possible.
yeah.
It's a badly CG'd head. I gotta
Yeah.
send you to I gotta send this to you because it's real bad. It's that funny. All right, fans, good on you. So I mean, I guess somebody out there has the footage, but like, that's not
Yeah,
it.
it's
That's
I
not.
just watched it. I just watched it, and you just see his head straight. His head is wobbling
It's
too.
probably it's bad. It's
Yeah,
really bad.
yeah.
It's so bad. In fact, maybe if I could get a still, I might use that for the episode. It's so bad because you could see the cut around his head. It's awful.
I'm 100%.
Oh man.
But yeah, stay tuned. We will have probably Ninja Sentai Kaku Rangers review later this week. Um, that was a good season. It was different.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Our next big season review will be We Are Zero.
Which is not bad.
You know what? So far, it's not bad. Like I am 6, 7 episodes in.
Mhm.
Again, like these now, like I have to watch them differently. I can't watch because Super Sentai. They right now they're all going to be new to me because I never watched any of them. So I watched like that. I dibble dabbled in like the later seasons and Zoo Ranger. So those are the ones I knew.
Yes.
So Dire Ranger. So far, like of the three we watched, Dire Ranger has been my favorite. Like hands down, my favorite.
Okay. Cool
Just the
stuff.
fact, yo, the song is epic. Like that song is my favorite theme song of all time. Like I was like, yo, I feel that like besides the iconic Mighty Morphin Power Ranger theme song, the Dire Ranger theme is my favorite theme song. And the Dora Dora shit in the ending of Kaku Ranger. That's one of my
Okay.
Dora Dora Dora. I love that
Yeah.
shit. It's hilarious. They look like shy guys, and it's a weird fucking season. But yeah, we are going to review Zero Rangers. Which again, like so far, 5 episodes in, I'm entertained. I like the Zords. I like the new style of everything. It's being again, it's still being more Saved by the Bell meets superheroes because you're dealing with more of their school stuff and them doing projects and them working in school. Like fucking Rocky was working on a video game with this girl. They is going more into doing no more in technology. There's computer labs and them going on the internet and things like that, which is hilarious because again, it's like 94, 95, and that's like the birth of like when everyone started going online for the internet and shit.
Mm.
It's just a funny thing to see. Fucking Tommy and Catherine had to be parents in a school project, and they actually have a random Japanese baby that she babysits the thing, and they hijacked and they fucked up the kid's voice, and when he cried, it made the earth shatter and shit. So there's
Wow.
a lot of like cheap, campy things like that, which is actually making it entertaining. So I'm like, all right, Zeo so far is not bad, and I'm actually really enjoying it. And
Okay.
it set up when I went to season 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it started off with the Masked Rider, and just pissed me the fuck off.
Wow. Man.
American Masked Rider sucks ass,
I never got to see more than one episode.
and you're fine with that.
Oh.
You lived a good life not having to watch that series.
I feel bad because it had Mark DeCostos and he was cool. I feel
um,
bad.
Masked Rider was terrible.
Yeah.
Masked Rider was
That's what
really
I hear.
terrible. If you really want to watch something of Masked Rider, watch Kamen Rider. That's the
Kamen Rider,
Japanese
yeah.
version. Those are fucking epic. But the Masked Rider American show was terrible. It was terrible. See, the thing is, me and Tommy discussed it. Like, we want to dabble into the other Saban series and stuff like
Hmm.
that. And I'm like, they're not good. You had the Knights of the Knights. I forgot the name of them, but you actually had like Power Ranger kind of knights and shit. Like the
Hmm.
earth around me, the wind beneath me,
Really? And then
all the
they made that into that. That
yeah,
made it over.
Knights Saban. Yeah, let me get the name of it because then I can actually the Mystic Knights of Tai Nar
Was it turn? Is it turn or something? Turn a go or something like
Yeah,
that?
the
I
Mystic Knights,
remember. Yeah, I remember the name. I remember it.
and I was like,
Wow.
the water beneath me,
Hmm.
the world, the earth around me.
Wow.
That one was really bad. And then you had VR Troopers, which was another one that was off of Saban. You had Mask Rider, which was another one off of Saban. Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation, which was fucking terrible. Thank God I can't find this one because this will be something we had to watch too. Los Luchadors, which was even worse than all the three.
Explain to me what was that?
And sadly, oh, the Luchadors.
Yeah, what's the luchador? What's that?
uh, so
Is
they're
it actual luchadors?
Yeah, they're superhero luchadors, and they wore luchador mask, and they were wrestlers, and it was pretty fucking bad.
Oh, that sounds like a recipe for like some awesome thing, and they messed that up.
It was bad. You know, you know what else goes in? And oh, they had this other one which was I actually don't even think it aired that long. Like it aired maybe 3 or 4 episodes, and they just took it off really fast. And it
Hmm.
was called the Tattooed Teenager Alien Fighters.
Wow, that sounds like a bootleg.
And if you look at the cover, it looks like a bootleg. It's really fucking bad. There, yo, as much
Oh,
as we all talk about the golden age of cartoons when we were a kid and stuff like that, there was a lot of gems, a lot of great cartoons. But
there
as
was.
long as big as much as those great cartoons there were tons of bad fucking
Oh, there was
cartoons.
a lot of garbage.
Oh man,
Trust me. Look,
there.
you know what? Listen, I even like some of the garbage.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna defend it.
But then you also had some of the breakout ones that America did good with, like Superhuman Samurai.
Yes.
I think Superhuman Samurai, besides Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that one actually was a good one.
And you
Uh,
know what? I will vouch for the toys. They didn't
yeah.
have the best articulation, but they looked really good.
And well, yeah, Beetleborgs, which I hated as well.
Yeah, but it did get its popularity.
Yeah, it did get popularity.
It went for like 3 seasons or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
and you actually look at if you look at the VR the Beetleborgs, they were the villains in the Forever Red episode.
What? Oh my goodness. You ruined my whole life, man.
Yeah, in Japan they call it Jaku Bee Fighters.
And they were bad guys?
No, they were actually a team as well, but they did have villains, and the villains they had there, the robotic villains,
Mm-hmm.
they were used for the villains in the Forever Red episode.
Gotcha. Wow. That's interesting.
It would have
Man.
been cool if it was actually the Beetleborgs and they got captured and like their minds controlled and those
Mm-hmm.
little people were in the suits, but no, they were all supposed to be under Lord Mondo's empire, the Machine Empire, which is the main villains in Zeo.
Okay.
He was supposed to be. They were all supposed to be created by him, so they didn't really go into all their Beetleborgs or anything like that. They were just creative warriors, like mercenaries under his control, kind of thing.
Gotcha. Wow.
But King Mondo,
Was he at least a cool villain?
he was okay. He was funny.
Okay. All right.
He
All
was
right.
kind of a dick. And then his older son was an interesting villain. Which it's funny because if you really look at if you go into the Super Sentai,
Mm-hmm.
the baby son and the older son is the same person. It's just him in the future.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a lot of weird shit like that. But yeah, we are gonna be going to Power Rangers Zeo. I'm actually looking forward to it because I think this is a season that I did actually like, and so far it's not bad. So far I'm actually enjoying it. I think again my one of my highlights is always gonna be Bulk and Skull. I think Bulk and Skull really. I think I'm really watching Bulk and Skulls is like stuff more than anything. Like I'm really paying attention to it because they're very funny. And
I
then
didn't know.
now they have Goldar and Rito under them, and they're even funny. They're funny as hell too.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
That's who I want in a toy. Lightning Collection, make Rito.
Mm,
Rito
gotcha.
was a badass looking character. And when you watch Kaku Ranger, he was fucking badass. It was the dude that he had a human form, which he fucking played guitars and shit.
Yeah.
We talk about him on the cast, so stay tuned for that cast.
Good. Good. All right. Okay. So
Yes.
we can wrap this up.
Yes.
Well, the last thing is let's pour one out for Swamp Thing, who only debuted for one episode before he was canceled. That makes me sad. Swamp Thing can't catch a break, but apparently there's a rumor that there's supposed to be a movie, and that's all I wanted to say. Keep your
Okay.
fingers crossed. There might be a Swamp Thing movie.
Yeah. His comic was good.
Yeah, I heard his comic was good for a long time. And also, he wasn't he in Vertigo sometimes too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and RIP to Vertigo.
Yep.
DC is stopping that label, I guess,
Impressive.
to fold it into the what you said there is their
The mature
DC
line.
yeah, mature. So
Yeah. They're
that's
showing
probably
Batman's dick and all.
oh yeah, I remember that was a big deal, wasn't it? People went crazy.
Batman's dick? No.
Jesus Christ. People can't handle it.
Yeah.
Too much
And then
responsibility.
there's a lot of controversy going on with Superman Rebirth, which is Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. doing a dope version of Superman, which supposedly there's rape involved in it, and there's a lot of controversy with that. I don't know the 100% of everything because I just read the article. I didn't really look into it, so I'll probably have no more news for you next week.
All right.
There's a lot of shit going on with that one.
All right. Okay. Gotcha.
Showing Batman's dick. They're gonna show like Superman's ball sack, and
Oh no.
the world's gonna end.
Yeah.
You're gonna see Wonder Woman's nipple.
Well, then the world's gonna end because you remember what happened with Janet Jackson. The world
Oh,
can't handle that.
it's gonna be a star nipple.
Oh well, then it's okay. People are compassionate to a star because it looks like the star on the American flag. Yeah, it's red, white, and blue. There you go.
And look at Wonder Woman being a Puerto Rican flag,
You know.
but nipple out.
Okay. You know what? All right. All right. Well, listen. If you can get them to get behind that, I'll co-sign with you. She'll change her underwear from the traditional United States flag to the Puerto Rican flag, and she'll pop the boobie out for you.
Yep.
So, all right. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. Make sure you catch us on all of our social media and our YouTube. We are RedCycloneInc on everything. That's YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram. We have a Facebook group as well. But not on Twitch. That's you, Merc. We're on Twitter and WordPress.
Yep.
And where can they catch you at, Merc?
Definitely check us out. Check me out on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitch TV, SoundCloud, Twitch, Twitter. All Merc with the mic. Twitch TV. I will be broadcasting in a few minutes of Judgment. I'll be doing the next part of Judgment. Probably be playing for about an hour and a half, and seeing where it goes from there. Trying to get some of the side missions, trying to see some of the activities you can do during the game. So I'll be doing that very soon.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Make sure you check that out. And make sure you check out the Monster Hunter World Iceborne beta clips that I've been putting up on the YouTube. A lot of stuff. Cool video coming of one of the secret monsters they put in. It's not even easy to get it. I just realized now kind of why I like Capcom, because they do this a lot in the different games in different ways.
Yeah.
When you're picking the quest, the description changes, and then if you don't pay attention to it, then you won't know that it's the quest that has the special monster.
Yeah.
So they give you a small hint.
Yeah.
But if you don't look for it, you won't know. So you'll end up going into the quest looking for it and never finding it, because the quest can't have it unless the description matches it. So
yeah,
that's what that is. So anyway, it's a little cool thing that happens just by accident, because I didn't even get to sit there and try it over and over again. So you'll see that. And that's that. And make sure you come back next week. catch another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, buddy. Peace out, and always remember, follow
Get
the
them
jinkies
sandwiches.
and thumbtacks.
Keep your shoes on.
It's gonna be a hardcore sandwich match.
Hardcore lunch. God damn it. I gotta fight this crazy man Moxley for a sandwich. I didn't sign up for this shit.
Yeah, I don't even think that sandwich is gonna be worth it.
No.
You're gonna finally win the sandwich, and it's gonna be missing like mayonnaise.
No, it's gonna have mustard on it.
Yeah,
Matt Hardy really does not like mustard. It's one of his Matt facts. Look out. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace out, laters.